All right, so we're here today with Sergeant Stevens, and could you tell us a little bit about why you joined the service?
One of the reasons why I joined the service is because there really wasn't any jobs around where I live. I'm coming from Danville, Virginia, and the only type of jobs that was around that back then was Goodyear Tire and rubber company and a textile mill. The textile mill closed down, and Goodyear was only hiring for like temp jobs, and that was only like 3 to 6 months at a time. So
okay, did your parents join the service too?
No.
And you didn't follow their footsteps? No. Could you explain a little bit about your badges that you have on your left side of your chest?
Yeah. My medals is basically some of the things that I've done in the military or in the Marines. This right here is the NATO ISAF medal. I got this when I was in Afghanistan. I was part of the NATO guys that was over there. This right here is the Korean medal. Is basically saying that I was in Korea for over 30 days. I trained with the Republic of Korea Marines. Okay. Global War on Terrorism and Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary. Also got the National Defense, Iraqi Campaign, Afghanistan Campaign, and the Good Conduct Medal as well.
Okay, so before you joined the military, did you have any second guesses or doubts about you going into the military?
No.
You had no doubts at all. Did you have some memories that you would like to share with us?
Yeah, it was one time I was in the Philippines. The reason why we went to the Philippines is because the terrorist group down there blew up the side of the school. We went down there to basically fix up the school and help them out with the roads and stuff down there. So we went down there, paved a couple roads for them, fixed up the school, and after the Filipinos gave us like a big old party, and all the little kids was all around and everything like that. We were throwing them into the ocean. It's pretty funny.
Was it hard to go down there and see the things that you saw, and was your time down there difficult in any way?
To in Afghanistan or
yeah.
Afghanistan? Yes and no, because I knew what I was going into, so I was already mentally ready for that type of situation. Other than that, you always got people you can talk to if you have anything that's wrong with you. If you see something and it's not really sitting well with you, you always have your chaplain, you always have your friends and stuff like that you can talk to.
So when you were down there, and I know you said you had people to talk to and everything, but being away from your family is probably really hard, but like writing them letters and stuff will keep you comfort, but is there any point in time where you just really miss your family?
Well, it wasn't just, write letters and everything like that. We also had Skype, we also had computers and stuff like that. We can webcam chat with them and everything. But I understand where you're coming from, whereas being away from your family for that long and everything. But it wasn't too bad because I was already used to it. My first 2 years in the Marine Corps, I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan. So,
how long were you down there?
In Japan?
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years. How long were you in Afghanistan?
8 months.
8 months. What kind of work did you do while you were in the military?
I was a utilities guy. So basically, anything that goes on with the house, whether it be water, plumbing, electricity, or anything like that, I did.
Okay, and what was one of your best memories that you had while you were in the service?
Coming home from Iraq the first time was pretty fun. They had like the big old band, the Marine Corps band and everything like that. It was playing and everybody was cheering. It was pretty fun.
What was one of your worst times that you spent in the military?
I really don't have a worst time in the military, to be honest with you.
Well, you guys probably had a buttload. How do you think that the military, like your time in the military, how do you think that changed you in like your personality and who you are?
Oh man, if I wouldn't have joined the Marine Corps, I'd probably be in some pretty rough spots right now.
So you think that joining the Marine Corps helped you for the better of your life and guided you through life? What was it like when you were serving our nation? Did you feel like proud, or were you scared, nervous? Like, what were your feelings? What were you feeling when you were going through this?
At first, man, I'm not going to even lie to you. At first, I was a little bit nervous when I got deployed to Iraq, but then after I was there for like a good week or so, I got used to it, and it wasn't all that bad deploying again. So after that week, I was kind of proud I was serving my country.
So, I'm gonna get into a couple personal questions, if that's okay with you. But have you ever shot another person?
No.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Correct? What were your feelings when you saw that happening?
What was I feeling?
Like, yeah, like what was going through your mind and just how you were thinking, your thought process?
I'm glad none of my guys got hit, basically.
Yeah.
I'm glad the situation was handled before it got too out of control.
Yeah, before it got out of hand. Have you ever been in situations that actually got out of hand? Because I know the U.S. got their stuff under control. So.
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
Not really. What was going to boot camp like? Did you go to boot camp with friends, or like did you meet friends there?
I met friends there.
And then did they transfer into like the same military as you did?
As in like
Marine Corps, or like the Air Force and all that. Did like some of your friends, they transferred in with you and they just kind of stuck with you throughout?
No, the way boot camp works for us is we go 13 weeks and everything like that. If you have a friend, like the buddy system or something like that, and you go with them and they pick the same job as you, you'll be able to go along with them throughout your Marine Corps career. But if they like in another service like Navy or Air Force or something like that, their boot camp is shorter than ours, so it's not really, you can't really do it like that, you know. But the friends that I met in boot camp, yes, I did get in touch with them later on after boot camp too.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard was boot camp?
Well, it actually depends on the person. For me, the boot camp was probably like an 8, I guess.
That's it.